taking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no sign, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins' sure-handed wide receiver. He was a walking highlight reel last week with a 4-touchdown game. It's the Dolphins and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Prescott now, option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Go.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Touchdown, Dolphins! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the Dolphins, they're lining up to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
14. Dolphins 8.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Go orange. Go.
Play action. It's Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
That is caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Dolphins at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the option right, Herbert. And room there to work it inside the 25. That run good for 7 yards, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Santos with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's 3rd and 9. Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the touchdown.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on a previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nico Collins, 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
It's a gain of 5.
A second down throw for Prescott.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold at 15.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here this first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone. And often works really well for offensive guys.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. But let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a 3rd and 6.
Lion. 59. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
He was taken down by Clark. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Ready.
throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, Ram. Set.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he will try to get to the pylon, but he's not going to get there. They mark him out short of the goal line. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. Big strides, look at him go. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
Herbert back to the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Hey, easy. We'll go forward. Go.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That is caught by Lamb. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Prescott. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll...
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. I never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about the distance. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on stand my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. Got I ain't never switched up in a family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. And about me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy. A crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.